What is the ego? The ego is idolatry, the sign of limited and separated self, born in a body doomed to suffer and to end its life in death. It is the will that sees the will of God as enemy and takes a form in which it is denied. The ego is the proof that strength is weak and love is fearful. Life is really death, and what opposes God alone is true. The ego is insane. In fear it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all, in separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God himself, and in its terrible autonomy, it sees the will of God has been destroyed. It dreams of punishment and trembles at the figures in its dreams, its enemies who seek to murder it before it can ensure its safety by attacking them. The Son of God is egoless. What can he know of madness and the death of God when he abides in him? What can he know of sorrow and of suffering when he lives in eternal joy? What can he know of fear and punishment, of sin and guilt, of hatred and attack, when all there is surrounding him is everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed in deepest silence and tranquility? To know reality is not to see the ego and its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws and its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plan for salvation, and the cost belief in it entails. In suffering, the price for faith in it is so immense that crucifixion of the Son of God is offered daily at its darkened shrine, and blood must flow before the altar where its sickly followers prepare for death. Yet will one lily of forgiveness change the darkness into light, the altar to illusions to the shrine of life itself, and peace will be restored forever to its holy minds, which God created as his Son, his dwelling place, his joy, his love, completely his, completely one with him.
There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. Oh yeah. There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. Conflict is sleep, and peace awakening, peace awakening. Death is illusion, life eternal truth. There is no opposition to your will, to your will. There is no conflict at all. Oh, no conflict at all in you. There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours, my will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. Oh yeah, my will is yours. It is yours. My will is yours. It is yours.
Lesson 331 from A Course in Miracles. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. How foolish, Father, to believe your Son could cause himself to suffer. Could he make a plan for his damnation and be left without a certain way to his release? You love me, Father. You could never leave me desolate, to die within a world of pain and cruelty. How could I think that love has left itself? There is no will except the will of love. Fear is a dream, and has no will that can conflict with yours. Conflict is sleep, and peace awakening. Death is illusion, life eternal truth. There is no opposition to your will. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. Forgiveness shows us that God's will is one and that we share it. Let us look upon the holy sights forgiveness shows today, that we may find the peace of God. Amen.
There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. Oh yeah. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. Conflict is sleep, and peace awakening, peace awakening. Death is illusion, life eternal truth. There is no opposition to your will, to your will. There is no conflict at all. Oh, no conflict at all in you. In you. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will is yours. Oh yeah, my will is yours. It is yours. My will is yours. It is yours.
And now for the reflection on lesson 331. My favorite sentence in this lesson has only 8 words. There is no will except the will of love. And if I share that will, if the will of love or the will of God is also my will, then why would I try to contradict it? Why would I try to prove it wrong? And isn't this what I'm constantly doing? Constantly trying to prove that the will of God is not so by asserting another limited will over it, one where sickness, pain, and death seem to have a reality, seem to have effect. And yet what we're hearing over and over through this beautiful course is that an effect that you see in your imagination is not necessarily real, and it's time for you to let go of all of those properties, all of those ideas. And so this is the day that we do that, by realizing that there is no will except the will of love. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. My will, the true will that is within me, is the same as the will of God. It cannot compete. The two are one. I allow this to be true today, and so it is.